Let's go. Let's make it do what it do. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you are coming on, joining us live, do your boy a quick favor. I want you to hit the like button. I want you to hit the share button. And I want you to tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know that your boy, Ramon Preston, my squad, we are all live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. And you, my friend, if you're watching me live, you are watching the Ramon Preston Show. Okay, so click the like button, hit the share button, tag somebody, let them know that the Ramon Preston Show is live. Today is Wednesday, March the 12th, 2025, and we are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. I would love to know where you're watching the Ramon Preston Show from today. Would you be so kind to put in the comments what city, what state you're watching the show from? Please let me know. Put in the comments what city, what state you're watching the Ramon Preston Show from. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, now you know. I am your host, Ramon Preston. Every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. Even if I'm a few minutes late, we show up live every day, Monday through Friday, like today on this beautiful Wednesday, to give you the game, to share information with you that we know you can use to help accelerate your wealth building process. Today, I want to continue part 2 of how to create a HoldCo ecosystem. For the past 3 to 4 weeks now, I've been sharing a lot of in-depth information on how to become a HoldCo deal maker, meaning that I've been sharing information with my community on how to take a holding company as an entrepreneur, or just the concept of the holding company as an individual, how to take that and how to connect it to deal making. How do you make deals happen? Whether it's with money, whether it's with equity, whether it's with other assets and resources, or whether it's with all of the above. How do you do it? We, as entrepreneurs, we know to some extent what we want to do. We know to some extent why we want to do it. But very few entrepreneurs know how to do what they want to do, even though they know what they want to do and why they want to do it. And my job is to show you how to actually get it done, because we don't want to be people who just talk about it. We want to be people who be about it. We want to prove that we can do what we're talking about doing. And so I really want you to pay attention to some of the nuances that I share for the next 20 minutes. And hopefully I share enough with you to convince you to click the link in the description so that you can be a part of our HoldCo Dealmakers Playbook. It is a 6-week training, a program that we put together. And this is a bundle that makes up this program. It's a 6-week online course teaching you all the ins and outs of how to become a HoldCo deal maker. There is also a digital workbook inside of this bundle with 4 sessions that I taught on how to become a HoldCo deal maker. There's a upcoming private mastermind that I'm going to be hosting within the next 2 weeks. It's going to be maybe a 2 to 3 hour mastermind where we're going to deep dive into underwriting deals, real estate deals, underwriting business deals, underwriting asset deals, and how to put these deals together, how to financially engineer the right deal structure so it can make you money, it can increase your net worth, personally, and it can increase your enterprise value professionally. And there's also a one-on-one Dealmakers strategy call that we offer. Now, I want you to hear me because I'm a man of my word. After this week, you will no longer see this offer available to you on this show. So that means today, tomorrow, and Friday, that's going to be it. And one of the reasons why I will no longer be offering this on the show is because we have a HoldCo Dealmakers Club. We have a private club that we're building, and it is exclusively for investors who are in our private equity firm. We have a firm that we work with investors, and it's going to be for partners, people that we do partnerships with, whether we buy portions of their business or whether we do business deals together. The club is going to be exclusive to that group, and I'm not going to be sharing all of these insider secrets with the general public, unfortunately. Now, I'm sharing a lot of game with you on this free show every day, like I have for the past month. But if you ain't catching what I'm throwing, I don't know what to tell you. But what I can tell you is you want to get in where you fit in, because the next 3 to 5 years are going to be extremely volatile for the average business entrepreneur. And the next 3 to 5 years are going to be almost impossible for most business entrepreneurs to get ahead. It's going to be almost impossible for the average business owner to get ahead, especially if you're trying to get ahead by yourself. So the reason why becoming a HoldCo Dealmaker is so critical is because if you are a business entrepreneur and you got a business, an operating business, you sell products, you offer a service, you have to learn how to use that business as an asset to find the right partners, to find the right investors, so that you ain't doing it by yourself, because you're not going to make it by yourself. It ain't going to work. You're going to kill yourself trying to do it by yourself, okay? And so that's my little spiel. Let me take the next few minutes to talk about part 2. This is part 2 on creating a HoldCo ecosystem. Now, I'm not going to give you all the game today, but I'm going to give you enough to get your mind racing. In a perfect world, every entrepreneur should have 5 entities in their HoldCo ecosystem. This is free 99 game. In a perfect world, every entrepreneur should have the Fab 5. 5 LLCs in their HoldCo ecosystem. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm giving you the game. The first LLC is your HoldCo LLC. That's the first LLC every entrepreneur should have. So that means if you got a landscaping business, tree trimming business, construction business, car detailing business, if all you do is shine shoes, bruh, sus, if all you do is sell hoodies, dog, what I'm saying to you is don't just sell hoodies. Set up the hoodie business, but make sure the hoodie business is under the HoldCo business. So business number 1 is the HoldCo LLC. Business number 2 is the operating LLC. So this would be the LLC, at least one LLC that you're using to actually sell the products or to offer the service. So in my example, if you got a shoe shining business or an apparel business or tree trimming, whatever the business is, that business would be considered the operating business, and that business in a perfect world should be number 2 to the HoldCo. Are you with me? That's 2 of the 5. The third business, in my estimation, and again, you might not feel the same, but the third business should be an investment business. More specifically, this third business may it may assume the role of your HoldCo bank or your HoldCo treasury. So this is the bank. This is the business that you're going to use to parlay discretionary cash that the HoldCo is sitting on. So that's LLC number 3. Okay? LLC number 4, this is just my personal opinion. You should have at some point some type of bookkeeping business, which is / admin business. I personally think you should either own one or have a strategic partnership with one so that it doesn't overcomplicate your bookkeeping and administrative activities with all these entities. And then this one over here, this should be a separate media company. Marketing. Those are the Fab 5. Now, there are many others that you could strategically add or integrate. That's the key word. There are some other strategic integrations that could and should be made, but today I'm just showing you what the Fab 5 looks like. And this is not just for you and your personal holding company. This should actually be the business model. This should be the business model that you use as a HoldCo deal maker. I'm going to stop right there. I just gave you $1 million worth of game. That's $1 million right there. That's $1 million worth of game right there. And I'm not flexing. I'm not peacocking. I ain't capping. I'm not trying to, be somebody I'm not. I'm just keeping it real with you. I just gave you $1 million worth of game, but you can't see what I'm saying if you have not opened your mind to data, to information, to revelation beyond what you're used to understanding. And if you don't understand what I just put here, if it doesn't make sense, if it ain't resonating with you, if it ain't sitting right in your spirit or whatever the terminology that you use, it's only because, and I say this respectfully, it's only because you have not been exposed to a different type of information. That's it. That's it. It's only because you have not been exposed. Unfortunately, for most people, they never get the exposure because, number one, they can't weed through between truth and lies on free platforms. And when you can't weed between truth and lies on platforms, you never find and align yourself with the right person to connect to so that you can get access to information that takes you to the next level. Hopefully, you may be one of the few people who move through the cracks so that you can see what 99% of the people won't see with what I just put on there. So those are like the top 5 right here. HoldCo, LLC, operating LLC, investment, bank, treasury LLC, bookkeeping, admin LLC, media LLC. All right, so this is part 2 of how to create a HoldCo ecosystem. Now, if you have any questions, put the questions in the comments, or if you've been watching me for the past few minutes, break this part down, let me know what your biggest takeaway is so far. Let me know if you've had an aha moment, if something resonates with you. I want you to put it in the chat to let me know. By the way, shout out to East Point, Georgia, baby, ATL. Shout out to Lithonia, GA is in the house. We over here representing Buckhead today. So let me know in the comments if there's a big takeaway you have from what I just shared with you. This is part 2 of creating a HoldCo ecosystem. In order for you to create a HoldCo, a holding company ecosystem, there's a certain amount of entities you should have, and there's a certain amount of business and strategic activities those entities should have. Because if you have the right entity structure, if you have the right strategic activities, they will collectively create this ecosystem that not only generates revenue, but it will repurpose the revenue that's being generated, and it will create a compound effect for you to multiply revenue, increase enterprise value, and properly position you for a future exit or pivot into a greater wealth building vehicle. I said a lot in just that little bit of time. So hopefully you were able to receive it and to understand it. Now, for those of you who are watching and you do not have access to this type of information, again, today, Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, this will be the 3 days that I'll be offering this on the show, and we're going to remove this offer, which is an opportunity for you to further educate yourself, and our HoldCo Dealmakers Playbook. It is a bundle of educational courses, workshops, masterminds, and strategy calls to help you better understand how to build this, how to engineer this for you and your business. And again, if all you have right now is an idea to start a business, you should still be thinking about starting your business from this perspective. If all you have right now is one business selling a product or providing a service, whether it's profitable or not, you should still rethink how you structure it and restructure it so that it can look like this, because just the structure alone is going to expand how you operate, even if you got to go out there tomorrow and shine shoes, cut grass, wash a car, or do whatever it is that you have to do. A lot of entrepreneurs don't understand that when you have a ceiling mentally over your head, it's hard for you to get creative. But when you have an infrastructure built like this, there is no ceiling. You are the ceiling. So your imagination becomes the ceiling. Your creativity becomes the ceiling. Your ingenuity becomes the ceiling. Your ability to move in and out of concepts and principles and practices, those things become the ceiling, and they are endless. They are infinite. And I can attest to this. When I first started my entrepreneurial journey, my wife and I, as full-time entrepreneurs 22 years ago, when we first hit the start button and said, this is what we're going to do for the rest of our life. We're going to do ministry, we're going to do business, and we're going to do it every day. When we made that decision, there are a lot of things I'm sharing with you just in this one show that I didn't know. I may have had certain ideas. I may have had certain dreams, but I didn't have all the concepts and the principles and the practices. So at the time, the only thing I could rely on was my ideas and my dreams. But because they were not limited to a certain business structure, they were not limited to a certain business activity, it gave me the leverage, it gave me the flexibility, it gave me the freedom to start expanding, to start growing, to start experimenting, to start getting exposure, and it's led me to where I am today after 22 years, and it's going to keep leading me where I'm going as we move beyond this moment right now. So I hope today's show was valuable to you. If you have any questions, our number to contact us is in the description. You can also click the link. We have our HoldCo Dealmakers Playbook, this entire bundle available. We're currently offering this right now for $497 on our university training platform. So for $4.97, you're able to get instant access to this today and get started. You get the workbook from our last workshop with all 4 sessions built into it. You get the 6-week HoldCo Dealmakers Playbook training, videos, modules, exercises, homework assignments. You also get access to our upcoming mastermind, which is going to be a deep dive into some of the techniques of underwriting deals and structuring certain deals. And then you also get a strategy call where you can get on the phone with my team and I, ask us some questions, and we can help show you how to engineer this type of structure or re-engineer your current structure. Again, we are just a few weeks away from officially, not just launching, but closing our HoldCo Dealmakers Club. This is going to be an exclusive club, and I am not letting anyone in this club who is not an investor with us in our private equity firm or who is not a partner, meaning that if we don't partner with you in your business, if we don't have any type of connective tissue with equity or with a business partnership, that person will not be in our HoldCo Dealmakers Club. So nobody gets a free pass just because I know you or I like you or whatever. It ain't working like that. This is an exclusive club. You don't just go to a country club and just walk in there and eat. No, you don't just go to a country club and just grab a golf bag and go golfing. As a matter of fact, they looking at you sideways if you are a guest because they know you are not a member. So our HoldCo Dealmakers Club is members only, investors, partners. So you either are an investor with us or we're a partner with you. Either way, we can help you structure those opportunities. We can show you how you can get integrated into that. And it starts with you clicking the link in the description or taking that number and reaching out to me and my team so that we can share more information with you. With that being said, it is almost 12:30. I try my best to stick to about 30 minutes on our show. I used to go an hour, and we've tried to, narrow it down to about 30 minutes so that we don't overwhelm you with information. But what you just saw me show you and explain to you with this Fab 5 breakdown is $1 million play. It's $1 million play if you can wrap your mind around it. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining us today. And we will be back and see you tomorrow. Same place, same time on Thursday, right here, 12 o'clock noon on the Ramon Preston Show. Until tomorrow.